16 rally this August bank holiday weekend. Welcome back to Third Rate Content. Yeah, today we're back in one of those liminal dystopian through fair spaces here in Shrewsbury. We're back here after about a year and a half. Last time we were down here was for the Motörhead video, Motörhead stroke Stone Roses, which we're actually going to go over a bit of today, make a couple of corrections and add in some stuff that I didn't actually say or wanted to say in the video nearly 2 years ago. So yeah, and we'll also have a bit of an explore of the Riverside shopping mall, grandly titled by Third Rate Content there. We're gonna have a look into that and see what's still there after 2 years nearly since we were here last. So buckle up and I'll see you out here. So this is the space where the venue was, where Motörhead played on January the 22nd, 1977. Again, that lineup consisted of Lemmy on bass guitar duties and vocals, Phil the Animal Taylor on drums, and Fast Eddie Clark on guitar, Stratocaster usually. But that is what is classed as the classic Motörhead lineup, and they would have been playing in there all those years ago. What I didn't show last time was just on the side of the former Tiffany's, Park Lane, Liquid, was this door, which I think would have been the stage door and equipment door. Both the Stone Roses and Motörhead, their roadies, would have been loading the gear through this very door, and all the other top-notch music acts of the late 1970s that played here. Let's go through a list of some of them. Yeah, and this is an abbreviated list of some of the acts, groups who played here. Yeah, you actually had, which I didn't mention last time, which I'm glad to be redoing this to tell you, you had Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers playing it here on the 23rd of October 1977. Johnny Thunders, of course, was in the New York Dolls, the pioneering sort of trash rock group of the 1970s, glam trash rock, however you want to look at it, the Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers. Yeah, I've got a feeling that the Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers actually had the Fall, the legendary Manchester post-punk group led by Marky Smith.
Marky Smith, of course, passed away in 2018. Rightly remembered as a punk icon, but also a British literary figure, and also some of his work was very interesting and sort of borderline British urban folk horror, really.
The legendary Marky Smith, of course. Yeah, and yet also had the Jam, who they played here on the 7th of December 1977, nearly a year after Motörhead. And you also had the Adverts, led by Gail Advert, who there is a classic picture of Lemmy with Gail Advert in this very era. I'll try and dig it up for the video's purposes.
Yeah, it's a classic vintage, smoky 1970s punk image where you could go in the pub, have a fag and drink Skull. Yeah, good times. Of course, you could do that at Tiffany's nightclub in Shrewsbury just as well.
Yeah, all the fans of them groups would have been going up these very steps. But what annoyed me about the last video is I said it was all like this as the fans came out of the venue. It wouldn't have been. The Charles Darwin Shopping Centre was only put there in 1990. It looks significantly different here, but this lamppost probably would have been here in the days of Motörhead playing here. Just think that the fans came out and they actually may have touched that lamppost. I'm grasping a bit there, but that lamppost is original, I imagine. Yeah, the Motörhead lamppost, possibly. Yeah, does that really count as a liminal space, that picture? Possibly. Badly lit, although there are doors. I'm not sure if it should be added to the liminal database of photos. It definitely looks dystopian, and there's a load of bird guana behind me, so just avoid that section. But anyway, what annoyed me about my retelling of that story about the Stone Roses gig that happened here was, I said, my manager, when I was on work experience at our price, really making me sound old there, did tell me the story. He was the promoter of the gig one of the Stone Roses' favourite gigs, apparently, that they ever played, right here at the Fridge, just round the corner from Tiffany's.
Both Tiffany's nightclub and the Fridge were both here on the first floor in this concrete box we're looking at.
I didn't tell the whole story, which I'm going to try and do now.
So, on the 25th of May 1989, the Stone Roses took to the stage at the Fridge, Shrewsbury, with a lineup including
Ian Brown on vocals, Rennie on drums, John Squire on guitar, and Manny on bass. And years later, probably about 5 or 6 years later, I was doing my work experience at our price, and the assistant manager was the promoter of this very gig at the Fridge. And the story he told me was basically that the Stone Roses played, him and his partner paid them, they packed up their equipment and went home after a good gig. There was no rock and roll stories or anything like that was told to me. Maybe it was because I was a schoolboy, or maybe nothing happened, who knows. But that was my retelling of the second-hand Stone Roses Fridge story. So there you go, I've wronged that right. We are going to go and have a walk through the Riverside shopping mall. I thought nearly 2 years ago when we did the video here that would be the last time that I'd be doing it, possibly, because I hardly ever come down to this, like I say, liminal space in Shrewsbury. There's nothing drawing me down here really. There's no shops, nothing to do. It's just a passing area that you pass in your car, and you've got the multi-storey car park as well. But basically we're going to go and have a look what's going on here now. Probably very little, so let's have a look. Yeah, all the shops are gone, and it's dead, I think, compared to last time we were here in January 2022. Because today is Wednesday, the 16th of August 2023. So quite a bit of time has passed, but you've got shops being cleaned out and reset. There's literally nothing in here now.
It's a haunted space that has had its past and awaits its future. But its future is ironically to be only memories.
Pool trade is still here. That is probably the only thing keeping this centre alive now. And you've got the local arts hub still maintaining their presence in the Riverside shopping mall. But, you know, you keep reading, oh, they've got the go-ahead to start work in local papers, and then sort of nothing happens. But you never know, this could be the last time we walk through this shopping centre. That was pretty good quality impressionistic art, I think. You've still got the bike shop here, and it's open. Nice. Good healthy lifestyle. Although my bike's got a puncture. Need to fix it, I just haven't got around to it yet though. Yeah, this will probably be the last video in the summer series on Third Rate Content's August summer series. I've got quite a few videos to finish editing. Hopefully by the time this airs, I will have shot a couple more at least. And we'll get back to sort of normal service on Third Rate Content and start up Third Rate Thursday once again, because we haven't done that for a while. Looking at sort of second week of September for the restart. Season 2 of Third Rate Thursday. Yeah, this unit is occupied since last time we were here. Nice to see this Ostera. The former probation service now blanked off, nothing in there at all. Although today's video isn't retail carnage in Shrewsbury. I mean, actually I'll tell you the truth, I don't like calling the videos retail carnage in Shrewsbury sort of negative, but back when I started that particular series, things did look dicey, and you know what, they still do. So I think we'll keep the name for now, and the next instalment of that will be shot in September, so next month. This little section, all occupied. Obviously Wilco moved from this actual site here some time ago to another area in Shrewsbury town centre, but obviously that brand Wilco is in serious trouble as of this video in mid-August 2023. It could lead to another big gap in Shrewsbury's retail sector in the town centre and many other places in the United Kingdom.
Just heading up Mardle towards Motörhead, Claremont Hill. Just having a quick look into the quarry park.
You can see there the flower show being taken away. Just happened this past weekend, and they're going to get it back down as quickly as they can to get the quarry park back to normal sort of services. Yeah, but there was a bit of a complication and something very unfortunate that this year's flower show did occur. Yeah, because the flower show takes place on a Friday and a Saturday at the weekend, and on the Friday, this past Friday, the flower show was well underway and a bomb threat was thrown through. Someone said they'd left a bomb somewhere in the flower show. Yeah, unfortunately the Friday session had to be abandoned and the fireworks cancelled as well in the evening, which was not taken well. It was taken well, but obviously wasn't ideal. I think what you'd say is an extremely unfortunate incident from the perspective of the organisers of the flower show. The police are currently investigating the call that was made, although I don't believe as of yet there was any sort of criminal or terrorist motive given for the bomb threat.
Just looking along Shop Latch and up to Pride Hill.
Yeah, I've had a couple of big developments regarding the equipment status of third-rate content. The main one being I've got a laptop over this summer period. Got it all set up now. It's just a case of getting into the habit of using it and actually using it. But I also got terabytes of space. So my iPhone 14 Pro Max should never get full, if I get into the habit of using it. But yeah, so I will have to change the channel description at some point because it'll be inaccurate. So but it's all good. It's all good.
Just walking into the square in the centre of Shrewsbury. Just for anyone who doesn't watch third-rate content. Just looking up High Street. Grove Lane. Bear Steps and Bob Cratchit's house. And Butcher Row.
Yeah, so we're just going to end our summer walk through Shrewsbury Town Centre there, and our visit to some of the liminal spaces in Shrewsbury and the correction or additions to the Motörhead and Stone Roses videos from when they played here all those years ago. But thank you for watching to the end. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you 3 times as soon on Third Rate Content and Third Rate Thursday once again very soon. Anyway, Third Rate Content signing out. See you very soon. And of course, don't forget, if you're in for it, leaving a like, subscribing to the channel. They really do help at the moment, and of course commenting if you wish. If you've got something to say, please tell us, and I read them all and I comment back most of the time. So like I said, bye bye.